Hi everyone, welcome back to Scrummy. Great to see you all back here. Today I want to share a fabulous little recipe for you. This was made at home at least once a week and I'm sure many of you all remember it too. It's a treacle and ginger loaf cake. This is my mum's recipe and I've added a few little optional changes to it. If you want to go with those, I'll be using them in the recipe today to just make it a little bit more interesting. So to get started, I've got 125 grams of butter. It's important to use butter, it's much nicer than margarine in this cake. So get it into a saucepan, add in 125 grams of light brown sugar. You could use white sugar either, but the brown sugar does give it a little bit more of a caramel flavour. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, 125 ml of milk. And now for one of the main ingredients, treacle. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of treacle. Place your spoon in some olive oil and it makes it easier to get it out. If you don't have treacle, you can use molasses. I know in the States you call it molasses. I don't know whether it's exactly the same as our treacle. Maybe someone would let me know if it is. We're going to get this onto a low to medium heat because we want to melt the butter and treacle together, and then we need to make sure to allow it to cool before we add it to our dry ingredients. I have my treacle mixture here and it's cooled down completely, so I'm going to get started on my dry ingredients. In here I've got 250 grams of self-raising flour. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, bicarbonate of soda. I have a couple of spices to add, a teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of big spice. If you're in America, you can use pumpkin spice. Be lovely in it. Give all that a nice little mix together. Get your treacle mixture, make sure it's cool. Add in 2 eggs and give it a good whisk. Get that all in there. Mix it together. And that's it, that's my treacle, ginger and loaf cake, and leave it at that and get it into your tin. I'm going to add 2 optional ingredients. So I've got some sultanas, you can use raisins either. I've soaked these in some orange juice for about 15 minutes and just drained the orange juice off them. You could soak them overnight either. You could use hot black tea either and just allow it to cool and take the remaining tea off them. Earl Grey tea would be lovely either. So I'm going to get them in there, 75 grams. You could put them in dried either, whichever you prefer. I have some crystallised ginger in the house. I got it over Christmas, want to use it up. This will be fabulous in this cake. I've chopped 40 grams nice and fine, and I'm just going to sprinkle in a teaspoon of flour, just help prevent it from sinking to the bottom. Stir it in like that and get it in there. Crystallised ginger is beautiful. Fold all that in, just like that, and that's it. Get your 2-pound loaf tin, line it with some greaseproof paper. And I'm going to get all this in here now. Let's get that in there. Just spread the top out so it's nice and level. And there you have it, folks. Let's get it into the oven and it's going to take about 50 to 60 minutes. Here it is, everyone. I took it out of the oven about an hour ago. So I left it in the tin for about 10 minutes and then I placed it in a wire rack. I just didn't want it sweating in the tin. I'm going to remove the greaseproof paper from it. Looks lovely. I can see some fruit here on the top, so that's a good sign. My fruit hasn't sunken to the bottom. There is a slight dip in the centre. That's perfectly normal when it comes to a treacle cake, especially because I added extra sultanas and crystallised ginger, and there's more moisture in the cake, so more moisture in the cake can cause a slight dip in it. It's perfectly cooked, and you'll see how nice it is on the inside now when I cut a couple of slices. So get yourself a nice sharp knife. I can smell the ginger from it already. I can see some of the sultanas on the inside. I'm going to cut another slice. It is still quite warm, so it can be that little bit harder to cut and to get a perfect slice. That's a better one, isn't it? You can see how nice and soft it is. I can see some crystallised ginger in there, and my fruit, beautiful, and it hasn't sunken. I'm going to cut one more slice. The ginger and spices in this are absolutely gorgeous. Cinnamon, ginger and mixed spice, beautiful. This is a gorgeous treacle and ginger cake. There you go, there's another slice. Absolutely perfect. And the best way to serve this, it's entirely optional, is with some butter. Yum yum. You can have it on its own, of course, but we always loved it with some gorgeous Irish butter. Beautiful. And that's melting into it. There it is, everyone. Turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. It tastes delicious, and I definitely recommend the extra sultanas and the crystallised ginger in it. Totally up to you whether you want to include them or not. If you do try them in it, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the recipe and see you all soon. Happy baking, everyone, and enjoy.